point of view on video trends in video consumption, SPPTV is one of the leading providers of MCO, OTC, and IPTV and mobile TV solutions. We also have a B2C service with over 200 channels. They are available for free or by subscription. Every year we invite our users to participate in a survey, which allows us to compare the preferences of Russian-speaking audience representing Russia and CIS with the global trends. The SPPTV application is adapted to almost all existing operating systems. However, it is important for the developer to understand which system users prefer. Over the last 2 years, our observations have revealed the same results. Android is the absolute leader on the smartphones and tablets. Our survey data confirmed by SPPTV statistics, and we discovered Android has reached 45%, and its users are more active than users on iOS. Our application is available on Symbian as well, but that system popularity is now fading. It's also interesting to know which factors determine which of the operation system when people buy a new device. In other terms, the question is, what is more important, technology, operating system, or functions? More respondents pay attention to functionality, 30%, and availability of applications, another 30%, as well as user-friendly design. But that is only reveals that people are buying goods because of the brand. The majority still do so everywhere. However, there is another factor influencing the choice of the system on a new tablet. It is primarily determined by the OS already being used on the owner's smartphone. But it's not evident that the trend will remain in the future. On the other hand, fewer and fewer people are responding that they do not have a tablet. It's now 25% against 37% in 2013. But we should note that one more difference between our users and the global user base. As we already said, according to different statistical sources, Android is the most popular OS on mobile devices. But many observers point out the rising popularity of tablets using Windows 8 because of their good price, quality of interface, and other advantages. The assortment of devices that people use to watch it is still rather varied. We have seen an increase of video consumption on smart TVs and mobile devices. There are more people using them, and the duration of average session is now 3 times longer than just a couple of years ago. But home TV, cable and free-to-air remains among the leaders. Various changes in video consumption influence one another. Users have different preferences, multi-screen, high-speed, better price quality, faster, and more. Their preferences are influenced by new technologies, and in turn, influence the content of video service and of the channels broadcasting online. This content is the main consumption factor and determines what people would watch. This table gives us detailed information of how long viewers usually watch TV and video online. Smartphones and mobile phones are especially adapted for short viewing periods, while bigger screens would seem to suggest that viewing sessions would be longer. However, data for mobile smartphones and tablets are essentially the same as for stationary PCs and TVs. This confirms that mobile video viewing is now accessible, convenient, and will continue to develop. Giant steps have been made since the appearance of the first iPhone in 2007. Nowadays, mobile devices support HD quality. The bit rate for 3G goes up to 3.6 megabits per second, for LTE up to 300 megabits per second. The problem is that existing networks are not ready to support such speeds, but they will get there. The answer was hardly surprising when we asked our users which device for watching TV and video they would abandon first if they had to. The PC would be rejected by the majority of people, and TV took second place. This result reflects the choice of our average user, who prefers mobile devices. Viewers make a deliberate choice for mobility. But around the world, people aren't ready to abandon anything. All devices are showing increasing figures. Another important viewing factor is the attitude of users to piracy. Almost half, 45%, answered they have they try to watch only licensed content. Another significant set of viewers don't care about legality, but they have their reasons for that. As we see on the next diagram, most of our viewers are not ready to pay at all or pay much for content. Some of them think that pirated content is easier to find or watch. The challenge of video services is to persuade people that high quality for a moderate price is a good solution. But we also need effective working legislation for the protection of author rights. Today, people are more informed about the industry than just 3 years ago. At that time, there wasn't any legal online access to the most popular top television series that are well known in Russia. Users have come to understand that if they don't pay to view now, studios will not have enough funds to produce new series of the same quality in the future. We see concurrence between video service, and no doubt it is a positive trend. I will compare it with making a choice between buying a car between a car dealer and buying it from a stranger. A car dealer is more expensive, but you get quality service. Some years ago, professionals eagerly discussed the prospects of so-called second screen. Now, the interest is fading because of the non-effectiveness of advertisements on them. The second screen distracted viewers from the first one, so investments in such technologies turned out to be non-effective. We asked our users about conducting various activities on the same or different screens while watching, and we see the majority of these activities are conducted on other devices. Some people chat, send emails, there are individuals who work and study, and well, so many other interesting things they can do on the internet, if you know what I mean. But why do they need another device? Let's see. The screen of smartphone is too small to combine the two actions. It's uncomfortable and inconvenient. The same problem can be found on a tablet. PC is more adapted to combine different tasks, but it doesn't facilitate viewing. As for TV, Jamboree has no function to combine tasks, so it's not in consideration. However, the integration of interactive functions on the first screen is a good solution to providing viewers with new experience and to achieve advertising objectives. These are our main conclusions based on statistical observations and our data. We hope you find them useful, and thank you for your attention.